number 77, Luka Doncic.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg.
My friends, we need to have a conversation about NBA 2K26 on the Nintendo Switch 2 because, oh my, this game is awesome. If you've been itchy for a good 2K game, trust me, I get it. It's been nearly a decade since we've had one worth getting excited about. But here's the takeaway right up front. NBA 2K26 is absolutely worth it on the Nintendo Switch 2. This is one of the best sports games of the year, and for me, it's the best that 2K has been in years. Let's talk about the bad stuff first. Let's get this out the way. My NBA and my GM still are basically the same as last year. You'll find a new off-season scenarios and something called banner tracking, but nothing big enough to make franchise mode feel fresh. I spent hours in my NBA eras across Magic, MJ, and Kobe, and it's nearly identical to 2K25. My GM still has RPG perks, but those feel unnecessary. It's disappointing because those modes used to feel like they had some real love and care put into them. Monetization, that is just a gross word, right? Along with microtransactions. These are everywhere in 2K. This is nothing new, but VC unfortunately is still king. You'll need at least 40 to 50 bucks worth of VC to get your My Player to a playable level. Personally, I spent 20 bucks. I am totally okay saying that because there was no other version on the Switch 2 than the regular version, so I couldn't buy one of the better versions that came with VC. So I spent 20 bucks and I ended up getting My Player to an 81 overall, and I grinded from there. But you do start at a 60 and it is freaking brutal. For franchise and single player fans, it's gonna be less of a problem, but online players are gonna feel this pretty hard. The other Switch 2 specific issue that I had was the park and the rec are ghost towns. Matchmaking takes forever and the servers feel empty. Now the good thing is it does give you an easy way to change servers on your park, but regardless you may have to do this pretty frequently to find anybody actually there. Now this might just be part of the launch timing, but right now multiplayer on Switch is pretty sparse. Alright, that's the bad stuff. Let's get into the good, right? Let's talk about why this might be one of the best 2Ks in years, and it's incredible on Switch 2. First off, there was a huge gameplay overhaul this year. Dribbling has been rebuilt from the ground up. There is turbo crosses, there are walk back size ups. It feels like we're going back to 2K16 and 15 where those things felt great. Even big builds can now feel really creative. There's also custom layups that let you finish and mix animations like floaters and reverses. And these are going to be evident from jump and they feel good too. Defense also feels heavier. Body collisions matter, and this is really sold to you in the My Career mode too, but this is really cool. Rebounding also has a new timing system as well. Although I really didn't feel it, if I'm really being 100% honest, it still kind of felt like normal, but this is definitely something that was introduced to us, at least as they're kind of talking about it during the game in their videos. Boxing out too does feel really good, and it's actually important once again. Your box outs feel good and they are useful. Passing, which is my bread and butter, is tight. Alley-oops feel awesome and they're reactive, and catch and shoots have faster with no dip animation. So even on Switch 2, this felt really, really good just to catch and shoot real quick. AI and the difficulty is better. It's better than it's been in years, and coming fresh off 2K25, it feels way better. It's smarter, your teammates feel good. They actually execute when it comes to, your lob plays or to your pick and roll plays or your drive and kick plays. It feels awesome. Defenders, they are going to collapse realistically. And there are, I think, up to 10 different sliders that you can tweak and mold to however you want to, kind of make it unique to how you want to play. My Career is another big highlight for me. This year's story mode is called Out of Bounds, and it's cinematic again, thanks to Spike Lee. This is another Spike Lee joint. You start in high school in Virginia and you go through the EuroLeague and make your way to the NBA draft. Cutscenes are back and the narrative is engaging for me. It's the best my career has felt since Spike Lee's Living in the Dream all those years ago. And this is my favorite mode and the thing I spend the most time in, and I am happy to report that it feels incredible. And on Switch 2, it feels no lesser than any other version, so this is dope. The city on the Switch 2 really feels like next gen for the first time. The visuals to me are on par with PS5. Overall, not just in the city, but in the game as well too. Player scans, sweats, arenas, lighting, the crowd looks dope. It just really looks on par with PS5. But specifically to the city, there's new crews. So there's a new crew system that lets you band together with custom logos, and it has ranked progression with your crew. And there are also seasonal park rotations to kind of keep things fresh. Again, I wasn't able to spend too much time here because it was freaking a ghost town, but this is something that I imagine as people get more onboarded to the game, as it has more time in the wild, that we'll see this be really cool. Now, your build and the progression of it. The My Player build has more archetypes this year, so there's more variations of your My Player that are going to differentiate you from others. There's also better templates if you want to go that route. And there is instant build switching, because you can have multiple builds, and the game encourages you also. And there's a moment where you talk to Ronnie2K, and he kind of gives you milestones, and there's going to be rewards tied to them. So you want to have some balanced builds. So if you want to do, point guard, if you want to do center, basically, how I do it is small guy, big guy. That's the best way. Now, here's the deal. This is what you came here for, Switch 2 stuff, right? The Switch 2 version clears. It wins this year for me. I made the decision coming off of 2K25, 2K24 on the PS5. I have been playing since 19. I've been playing on the regular Switch, and the version got stale. I played 2020, 2021, and 2022 on the Switch. I skipped 23, and I came back for 24 and 25 on PlayStation 5. And this year, Switch 2 clears, and I was waiting for this version specifically, and oh my god, it is so effing good. This is the first time that Nintendo system has gotten a full next-gen 2K experience. It's not watered down, it's not missing features, and looks and feels it's just like the PS5 and Xbox. The biggest win, though, for the Switch 2 is definitely, there's two things. Handheld mode, playing 2K on the go with no drop in quality is a game changer. For me, on the go just means on the go to my couch, on the go to my bed, on the go to my office, on the go to here. But if my kids are taking up the TV, or if they want to be next to me and want to play something, I can play the game wherever. I can just play wherever I play my Switch 2, which for me, I play 50% of my time in handheld, so this is a big deal. And the other thing, the second part, the Switch 2 controller, it just feels so freaking good. It's comfortable and it's smooth, and it just feels so good. For me, I played this game for about 12 hours straight on the Switch 2 controller, and my hands didn't hurt at all. On PlayStation 5, it could never be me. Long PlayStations on the PS5 controller, my hands hurt after a while. And for me, the Switch and Switch 2 controllers are the best controllers. They're just so comfortable. And I think this is a huge win for the Switch 2 version. So long sessions feel really good. Also, performance on the Switch 2 holds strong and steady. I'm not going to get out a frame counter. I don't know if it's 30 or 60, but it feels smooth and it looks smooth. And that's the thing. How does it feel? It feels good. So here it is, my friends. Here's my final verdict, okay? Look, there are some flaws. Franchise modes are stale. When I say stale, that means they're the same. But they weren't bad. They were still good. It's just we didn't get nothing new this year. Monetization is just going to be a thing of 2K ever since 2K10 or 2K11. Ever since then, it's just been they're just out to get your money. It's ugly, okay? Online matchmaking on Switch 2 is rough right now. Again, I'm hoping that it gets better, but I'll just be real, it's rough. Gameplay, my career, visuals, overall are feeling awesome. 2K26 is outweighed and outclassing. So those negatives are just, they're just moved out the ways from the positive. At the end of the day, NBA 2K26 on Switch 2 is an absolute must buy. Over here, me, Dom, from the Game Looters, we're giving this one a 9 out of 10. It's addictive, it's fun, and it's finally the 2K we've been waiting for. I've been Dom from the Game Looters. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you picking this up on Switch 2 like me, or are you sticking with the PlayStation or Xbox? Let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.